Hey guys, I'm Autumn Rayne back with another episode of Beyond the Record. And today I have Byron Juane, and we're just going to talk a little bit about like his music and what he has coming up next for us and everything in between. So, how are you doing today, Byron?
I'm great. Thank you guys for having me on the show.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. So just to get started, I just want to know a little bit more about how you got started in music.
Well, it kind of just started when I was like mad younger. Like I play instruments, so I started drumming and I just started like just messing around on a lot of instruments and I got good at that. And then when I was like younger, like probably about like seven, I wanted to join the choir in church. They said no at first, but then they eventually let me on and And then in middle school for real, I think it was like when Drake was first coming out, I was super inspired, like start writing and like rapping and stuff like that. So like I got a lot of equipment from Walmart and set up in my mom's hallway and it was awful. And I kept telling people I had a mixtape coming out. I had no mixtape coming out, but I went to some talent shows in middle school, lost. And I was just like, I really like want to get better at this. So I just started doing it and through high school, I just like kind of like got better. And I was originally a Christian rapper, actually. I got signed to a Christian label
Oh,
when I was,
wow.
and then in like 2020, 2021, I like transitioned to just do singing and R&B, and now we're here.
Wow. So you had a lot of like little like hiccups and stuff like that, little like I
Yeah,
feel like lessons learned throughout that whole thing.
for
I
sure.
can totally relate to you about like learning a new instrument and your parents are just like, no. At least it worked out for you though. Like I played the viola and then I also played like the piano
That's
and
crazy.
yeah, it's just like and I learned a little bit of the guitar through my sister. So I was just like
Okay, musician.
yeah. I was like, but I never like it never like stuck. But like at least like you got something out of it, and it's just like lessons learned and now you're on your way. So I love that. Who are some artists that you grew up listening to?
It's funny. I literally just posted a cover to one of them. I grew up listening to Neo. I grew up listening to like Robin Thicke, John Legend.
Mhm.
Who else? Omarion. I love Omarion.
Yes.
But in my younger years, and then in like middle school, high school years, I grew up listening to Xavier Omar, LA. Uh, who else was it? Oh, Usher. I got into Usher at that time. Just like people like that. But it's kind of cool because now, like, I have a song with Xavier, and he's like a mentor to me. So it's like really crazy that like that came full circle. So yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
I love when stuff like that happens because it's just like you think that, your dream is so big. You're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. But then you actually get to meet that person, talk to that person, work with that person.
Crazy. It's amazing.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So, for fans that aren't familiar with your music, what do you think are like 3 to 5 songs that would, get them interested in you, like show your artistry in the best way and like kind of like your starter pack?
I would say obsessed,
Love that one.
take it personal, and timeless.
Yes.
Yeah, I think those like encapsulate like the Byron Juane starter pack for sure.
Yes. Okay. Those are really good
What
ones.
about you? What would you do? What would you put people on? What
Um, I honestly like the thing is like you did the three that I was thinking of. So I was like, because
okay, on the same say, okay.
I was like, because one of my friends, like, we heard Timeless, and she was a little bit familiar with Kenyon, but like not really. So it was just like, I was like, you need to listen to Byron too. So it was just like those were really the songs I told her to like pick out. So that's really funny that you picked those.
Those are great moments for sure.
Yeah, because I feel like they show you in so many different capacities too. Like, I feel like Timeless is very just like it's sexy and cool at the same time. It's like definitely a song for like a mood, but it's also cool if you're just like chilling. You could think about somebody when you're listening to that song. So,
Yeah.
you want to talk about that one too.
Yeah, no, I definitely think they showcase different eras. Like Obsessed, I did not expect Obsessed to do what it did because it like
Hmm.
viral like multiple times. So that's like it's always a cool feeling to have a song like that. But it's cool like just to see how people champion like a song and they just like cling to it like this like their everything. And like I cannot tell you how many like fans or like women like just love that song down. It's like so crazy. But it's cool. I mean like it's sexy. It's like it's just saying that like you need to be literally like obsessed with me and take it personal. Like it was a very vulnerable song for me to write. It definitely dealt with a heartbreak that I just did not expect to happen. So it was very challenging for me to write it, but for some reason, like I'm always good at writing those like just very, 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 very open heartbreak songs. And I was like, you know what? I don't have like a sad song, so I was just like, let me just talk about the situation that my friends are so sick of me talking about. So I just wrote about it, and it just really went over well, and I was like, that's so crazy. So, and then Timeless, like I wrote Timeless in 2022,
Mm.
when I was working on an album, and I just really wanted to make some. I think during that time, I was like, I people need to know I can like actually make R&B, like R&B. So I was just like, we gonna
Yes.
do this. Like I got that, and then me and Kenyon, we went on tour in 2022 as well. So like we built the relationship, and I just think he's like one of the like, I think he's one of the greats. I think Kenyon like is so good, like especially like technically and just like vocally, he is like probably one of the best singers in our generation. Like I have to put it there. But
Yeah.
learning so much from him and just being inspired by him, I just wanted to like get something with him. And I was like, this if I give him something, I have to come correct. It has to be like an R&B ass song that's just like undeniable. And I made that, and then he agreed to do it, and it just became just what it became now, which is like literally insane. It's like literally my biggest song so far, like opening week. So it's been
Mhm.
cool.
As it should be too. I think that like it just shows like your growth as an artist and how well you're able to collab with someone, especially someone that you really like appreciate and like you like their artistry as well. Like I feel like sometimes when I think about like the last like Beyonce album and stuff and she like, shepherd in all of these like younger like country black country artists and she was able to give them their moment but also like let them shine with her, it's just like a beautiful thing. And that's why I love seeing collabs because I think it's really cool when you see someone you like individually also work with someone you also like individually and how you guys' voices mesh together so well, like so well. So,
It's crazy. Like I just one, Beyonce always does an incredible job of like evolving and putting and giving people a platform that just showcase their talents, which I think is incredible. And two,
mhm.
like with Kenyon, like I remember when I was on tour, like I learned so many things when I was on tour with him. Like one, you're not gonna out sing like somebody that's like Kenyon. You're just not gonna do it. So I'm just like I've had to like really I had to really come into myself on that tour. I really had to like accept me for like what I do, what I bring and everything. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, and I just learned how to like control the crowd. And I've learned like the importance of making music that people can live with every day. Like that's what brings people out. That's what creates fans. I've learned how to like create moments with people and just connect with people people deeper. So like I can never thank him enough for that, for him and Craig, his manager, for just like even letting me like experience that. It really like shifted my career like so, so crazy. So
I love that. And I think it's just like great to, be able to like learn from someone like him too. And then like now it's like you're also like going out on your own too. Like you have your own performance in Charlotte where you're from with Lily Massey. And like how are you preparing for that now?
um it's so interesting because I did this venue 2 years ago after that tour with me and Kenyon and we sold out. So I haven't been back in like 2 years. So now I'm just kind of like, okay, this is like a whole different landscape. So Ion, my manager, he's been on me just about doing grassroots methods and just like hitting everything that you can. So I've literally been like passing out flyers. We've been like DMing everybody. We've been just like calling everybody and just like, for me, my performance wise, I'm just like really just preparing just to have like a great show. I always put on a great show, but like,
Hmm.
I'm excited to like highlight newer talent too. I know Lily's gonna be on there, which is gonna be fire. And also we got some local openers that I think are great.
Cool.
Christina and Care Asor. I think it's gonna be incredible. And I also really just believe in giving women a platform because I know like in the music industry, like women don't often get the shine that they need. So like I just want to be an advocate for that because women have like one helped my career so much and just been some of the pillars that like held me down in my life. So yeah.
I love that because it's just like, like you're able to give back in a way too, like to all those like local artists that are going to be opening for you as well. And then you get to do it in a place where you're from. I can only imagine how
It's a great feeling.
that, yeah, right?
It's a cool feeling for sure. And I'm excited. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully we sell out again. Not even gonna say hopefully. We're going to sell out again and it's gonna be a great time. So I'm really excited.
For those who are like, like myself, I told you off camera that like I'm from New Jersey, so like I usually go to concerts like basically in Jersey or in New York. So are there any other live performances we can catch from you this year?
Yeah, I know I'll be should I announce? I guess. But yeah, I'm having my own headline tour in October, so I will be in the New York area. I will be
Yeah.
Texas area, the South and the West Coast. So like that's gonna be at the end of the year. I know we have an upcoming show in Dallas, June 28th, and I know I'm gonna be popping up with Lily May 3rd when she's on the Kevin Ross tour in Atlanta.
Mm.
I'll do that, and then I'll come back and do my show. And then yeah, like, but yeah, we're putting all of our focus in the tour, so it's gonna be really, 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 really special. Like, this is my first like, not my, I did like a first mini run like in 2022, but this is like my first like across country run, so I'm like excited and nervous. So like, it's gonna be cool though. But like, yeah, you should definitely pull up to the New York one. It's gonna be like nice. We just got the venue like 4 days ago.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Like I definitely want to see you perform live. I just went to a live concert. Like I haven't been to that many concerts this year so far, but I went to another like smaller venue concert and it was just like so intimate and nice and it
I
like
love it.
showcased a lot of like, local artists. So it's
I
really
love
cool. I love seeing stuff like that.
it. Yeah,
So
no, you gotta pull up then. Like for sure, you have to come.
yeah, no, I definitely will. I definitely will. I would love to do that. I'm gonna Rihanna you a little bit right now,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
I'm gonna Rihanna you because I don't know. I feel like we need an album from you. I feel like where's where I'm about to get a hashtag started. Where is the album, Byron? Where is the album?
Here's the album. The album is the bad thing is I have 3 albums. Like I'm just really indecisive and I don't know what to drop. Like I'm just being I don't know what to drop. Like I'm consistently making music like all the time. Like literally it is ridiculous. But what I really want to do, because since like I don't know, since this record with Kenyon and just the other things, like I've just gotten such a big influx of fans and it's just like they
Hmm.
all come in from different songs. So it's just like for me it's so hard to pick how albums should sound because people just come from like so
Hmm.
many different parts of me, like we were talking about. So
Hmm.
what I do know is just like I have a lot of women as fans, so I want to make music that they just enjoy and they can live with. Like I know it's about to be hot, it's hot right now, it's about to be summer. So I
Hmm.
don't make pretty girl music. Like I want to make music that you guys feel pretty to, that you guys feel loved to, that you guys just like can just enjoy on a day-to-day basis. So right now, that is what I'm doing. I think the title's gonna be Pretty Girl Music, but we're gonna see. So yeah, it's really a fun record. Like I'm like 3, 4 songs in right now, but like I really, 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 really like it. Like it's gonna be the music that you guys just turn on when you're like with your friends or you just like feel like it's gonna be incredible. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear it because I think what you said really got me to like music that women can really enjoy and like have a good time to. So I feel like I don't maybe like more so with the R&B artists I listen to, I don't hear it, but I know with like hip hop and stuff like that, it's more so like a degrading towards women.
Yeah.
So it's nice to hear like from a man that like, you want to make music for women that make them feel beautiful, you know?
And it's like I think the thing is, it's like women hold so much weight in the world because it's like not only do they create life, like you guys start so many trends. You guys are the reason why a lot of artists are hot. Period. Like if you don't got the women, you're not going to go tour because men don't go buy concert tickets like that. They buy
Mhm.
concert tickets because their woman is going to go, and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's go," type thing. But especially for R&B, so I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, why not make music that people can enjoy and just like feel beautiful too. So yeah, I think the cool thing about it is it's not even just gonna be about looks and things like that. I've been like talking to all my friends, interviewing people, like just trying to really get into people's like mind. Like I also want to do like songs that are coming from your perspective of like how just like it just seems like the world only wants one thing from you when you guys are like so much more. So like it's gonna be like very like introspective, but it's gonna be fun too. But like it's gonna be really nice, and it's like we're gonna have a fall in love records, we're gonna have sexy records, we're gonna have like all the good things. So I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. No, seriously, we really need that. We really, and especially coming like from a man too, I feel like my last, not the last one, but SZA's album was huge, it came out in 2022, and it's just like she's still touring with that album and everything, which I love because I still like need to catch her. Like I'll literally go to Europe at this point. I don't even care. But it's like nice when you hear records like from men that are just like, making you feel nice, like that you're appreciated. And I think that that's a lost art sometimes.
Yeah. And I definitely agree with it. And it's like I don't think I hear it as much in our space, but it's interesting
Yeah.
too. It's just like I don't ever want to just keep bringing Kenyon up and like Xavier up, but like I think those two do a really, 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 really good job at like catering to the female audience and like just encouraging them and just like making them feel like wanted and not just, you know, lusted after. So I'm
Hmm.
taking notes from them and we're gonna want to kind of bring the like 2000s feel back. So I've been trying to like
Yeah.
incorporate that a lot. And I've just been studying. Even like I've been trying to incorporate that and like a little bit of Bryson Tiller mixed with like Eric Bellinger, like
Mm.
so like it's very much outside vibes. So but it's gonna be cool though. Like I'm really excited and like, obviously mixing it in with the like nostalgic R&B feeling. Like I want to make music that just feels super nostalgic at this point because we always go back to those records. We always go back to records that make us be like, oh damn, like I listened to this at this exact moment or that feeling like so. Yeah, I want my music to be associated with like just warmth and just like good vibes and just nostalgia.
Yeah, because like when you make a record that's literally, no pun intended, timeless, you just go back to it and you just feel like how you felt in that moment. And especially, I guess, as a songwriter, I can only imagine how you guys feel when you listen to your own music and you're like, wow, like you said, like the breakup and everything like that. Like you really feel those feelings. But the thing is, it's so relatable to your audience. Like most people have been through like a really tough breakup. So you're also connecting with your fans like on even like an introspective level, which I think is just like so cool. Like that's why I love art.
No, it's super crazy and it's like amazing to see how people like react to it. Like I love when people like come up to me or they like DM me about like what it's for example, for take it personal, like I've had so many people like DM me, but like I remember this one lady was like telling me she was like sitting in her driveway crying and she finally like got the strength to leave her abusive relationship like that she was married to. So like yeah, just things like that. Like that is I feel like Take It Personal was the most fulfilling song that I've ever like put out because it like gave so many people healing and I was like, that is crazy. So that was the first time. It's not the first time that people said things like that to me, but I think that was the first time I put a record that could like actually like evoke like healing for people, and that was just such a beautiful moment for me. So music is powerful.
It really is. It really is powerful. So I wanted to ask you too, like, I know that we talk about like, your music has like definitely elevated, and I noticed that you got a shout out from Joe Budden. So how was it like? I know it was like I saw the I saw the reel, so that part was funny. But other than that, how was it like getting a shout out for him, like being recognized for your music and such a like huge platform?
Yeah, nah, he's featured me twice, which has been like cool. But
Wow.
it's been interesting because it's just like as as infamous as Joe is, yes, as infamous as Joe is, I still respect his musical legacy and what he's done. I respect his ear. So I am just very like thankful that he even like is has his ear to the ground still. Because he picked me first, he picked me the first time to feature and Ish picked me the second time. So I
Mm-hmm.
love that they just have a platform where they just still try to give rising artists like a chance to shine. Like literally all I've been in the street before just somewhere and people are like, oh damn, I recognize you from Joe Budden. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like it's incredible. So I'm always going to be thankful for Joe and the whole Joe Budden podcast team because like, I love that people that are legends can still like give artists a chance. So I'm so grateful for it. But it was a surreal moment, like because that week was just crazy anyway. Because I think we dropped the video, but then like that happened at one point, and then Kalani reposted me on her story at one point, and then I was like,
Wow.
"That's crazy." So yeah, I'm always grateful for like people who are like who are bigger than me, like just giving me a salute. Like it just means the world to me. So
Yeah, no, because it makes you feel that like, you really kind of made it in the way you're in, like kind of like coasting in the right direction of where you should be. And I think sometimes a lot of people don't like the fact that like, oh, I don't need like the accolades and blah blah blah, which is like it's fine, but it's also like really great to just hear someone say like, oh, wow, I'm proud of you. I really liked your art because it just gives you just more motivation just to keep going, you know?
especially like people that you respect or you've listened to or you've heard of, like it's always a cool feeling like working with those type of people. It never gets old. Like it doesn't matter. Like even me and my friends, one of my friends, my best friend Daisha McBride, she dropped a song with Black.
Mm.
Last year she had this song called Birds. It was like super, super, super viral. Uh,
Hmm.
and I just when she was here, we were just like, what the fuck? Like what is because it's like we meet so many people that we really wanted to work with or we listen to and we're fans of and now like they know who we are or whatever or they like listen to our music and it's like it's beautiful like coming from just any even now I still write in my room like I literally still write in my room so like just making
Wow.
songs in our rooms to just coming out into like the whole world like it's so incredible like even Timeless I wrote Timeless in my like one of my old apartments like I wrote all my songs in my apartment so I just, it's just beautiful. It just shows you like no matter what, like real music that touches people, like will always be shared and make an impact. So it's dope.
Yeah, no, seriously, it doesn't matter like where you made the music. So it seems like I know a lot of artists I've spoken to too. It's like their bedroom is kind of like, your sanctuary, like you feel safe there. So it makes sense that you make
I
good
love
records in there.
making music in my. I mean, I do the big studios too, but I'm like, I don't know. I just always feel like I'm in my best, records is here. So
Hmm. Yeah,
mm,
you feel comfortable. So like that just like makes sense.
mm.
And speaking back onto like, a future album for you too, like hopefully maybe this year. Yeah. So
Yeah,
maybe.
they just told me that I had to turn it in June, so we're probably gonna drop it in August. So.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. What type of like who would you want on your project, do you think? Like,
I'm trying to, it's interesting because I'm just like, I'd be like, do I want features right now? But
mm,
I know I probably need to keep doing more. But I don't know, maybe like Eric Bellinger, which is not too far of a reach. Who else? Because I'm trying to figure out who else would just like fit this type of vibe. So I'm just like,
yeah.
when that comes to mind, who else would be cool? My mind is drawing a blank right now. Oh, maybe Tone Stiff. I just did a show with him and Aaron Ray, so like that would be cool.
Very nice.
And who else? Yeah, I can't think of anybody else right now because it's like blanking, but like I think those two would be cool. And obviously, the bigger you go, like you could just like hope for like bigger features, but we'll see though.
And I like what you said too, because you necessarily don't need features. I feel like a lot of like the show I just went to last weekend, she just dropped it's Leia the Leo, by the way, but she just dropped her like EP last year that she did an acoustic version. I know you've done that in the past too. Like, would you consider making an acoustic version?
Of course, I
Okay.
love a good guitar. I love like yeah, yeah, it's just, yes. Like,
Yay! I love that. You could do more intimate venues and stuff like
oh, it's
that. Like,
beautiful. Like, I love playing acoustic sets. They're fire.
yeah, and you don't need to have, she didn't have any features on her EP too. So it's just like, I think that, where you are in your career too, like you've proven that you can collaborate with artists, So it's just like, and obviously, you will more in the future too. But even on the project, I don't think that necessarily will deem it successful to have a
Yeah.
bunch of features.
But what I was also thinking though, like I had a thought about this like a few days ago. I'm like, if I do have features, I low key just want all to be women because I think that would make more sense and
Hmm.
super fire. So just to have all like women features and not even just R&B women, like women rappers too that I like really like fuck with. Yeah. So I think that's
Yeah.
so
Who
I'm
do you think you would like head up for that?
probably Cash Kyla. She's like a rapper around this area, but she has a lot of motion. She's fire.
Okay.
Um who else would I hit up? Probably. Um, I know me and Jazz Karis have been like going back and forth, so I'm trying to figure out if I just gotta get her the right record. So that would be cool. Who else do I just really love that I haven't already worked with? Um, God, my mind is drawing a blank right now.
It's okay.
I really love the work with Mahalia Mohan.
Oh, I
Oh,
love her.
and Joyce Rice. I would,
Mm.
I would love that, but we'll see. Yeah, so.
She's a good one.
Oh,
She's a
girl.
good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
If you
that.
have any suggestions,
So,
please let me know.
yeah, no, seriously, like I think all of those are really good, like, possible like features for you too. I feel like I can see you guys working together really well. But I'm also just excited to hear you. So, I feel like people are just going to be happy for that as well. So features
Yeah,
or not, we're
I would
coming.
hope, I would hope so. Like, not
No,
you.
we got you. We got you. We're definitely pulling up. Like I said, you come to New York, I got you. I'm definitely gonna pull up.
Oh, you should definitely pull up. It's gonna be fire.
Yeah, no, I definitely will for sure. I want to now like just like go into our hot topic kind of because we talked a little
Okay.
bit about relationships and everything like that. And you make a lot of, good music surrounding relationships. So for our hot topic today, what are some deal breakers for you? Like what's a big no-no? You're just like, yeah, like never
Lack,
talk to me.
yeah, nah, lack of communication, no consistency, no honesty. I feel like honesty is a freaking basic one, but like, consistency and communication, those are big for me. I'm like, if you cannot communicate with me effectively and
Hmm.
consistent in my life, I do not want you. I do not want you here because it's like I attracted a lot of people before that just could not communicate to save their life, and that shit like it just it just really messed me up. And I think because like
Hmm.
just going to therapy I've just been trying to heal like, my attachment style and shit like that because I was an anxious avoidant, not anxious avoidant, I was just an anxious attached person. So I would
Hmm.
attract a lot of avoidance and avoidance don't very clear they don't clearly communicate like at all. And they avoid. And I can't deal with that. I'm not doing it. I'm not about to be here like just looking at my phone 50,000 times, like wondering if you texted me or not. That's gonna fuck up the whole vibe for everything. So I'm not doing that shit. So I'm not going. So those are two like major deal breakers that I just cannot get with. It's not happening.
No, I agree with you. I'm such a communicative person. Like I think at our big ages, like if you like someone, tell them, and if you don't, that's also okay too, and just like let it go. I think the whole anxious thing, like seeing if someone texted you back, are they gonna call you? Are they gonna actually make plans for you? Like that stuff bothers me so much. I'm just like, I really can't deal because I feel like in my relationships, I never had to like plan dates or anything like that. So that's always have been so new to me because I'm just like, why? I'm never gonna beg. Like,
You
why? You know what I'm
can't.
saying?
Like, what? No, absolutely the fuck not. That's not happening. I'm just like, anybody should understand that, like, everybody has intrinsic worth and value just because they're human and they're alive. So I'm like,
Yeah.
having to
Mhm.
beg somebody to be there for you when you already are worthy, like, is fucking insane. I would rather eat a backpack full of Popeyes biscuits. Yeah, absolutely. It's not happening. Like, not going. No.
That I know, no, I'm the same way. I feel like another like definitely deal breaker for me is someone who's not ambitious
Oh,
because
that's too. I'm just like, if you're not working for nothing, I'm not doing it. Like, if you're just like at the crib all day, and that's the thing. Like, I've met so many women in my past that they were great, they were pretty, whatever. That's great. Being pretty is like literally like not even like I love being with pretty women, but I'm just like that's just kind of it's not a it's not my main thing that I look for. Like being pretty is like one thing, but I'm just like, who are you as a person? Like
yeah.
that's so if you don't have any drive and you just like at the crib like 50,000 days a week not doing anything, you don't have any goals or anything except trying to figure out what's happening on Bad Girls Club. I don't want to do it. It's not happening.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm this boy. Like I cannot. Like I'm the same because I've like definitely have talked to guys and they're just like I'm same thing with the attraction thing. I think it's important, but I also think like it's not the top thing. Like we have to be able to communicate, be able to really just like appreciate one another, respect one another, and you need to have some type of drive. I've dated guys who don't have as much drive as I have, and it never works because they never understand that like maybe I can't do something because I'm working on something or I just want to better myself and they think I'm crazy for that. And I'm just
Yeah. And they can look crazy while you leave. So
like,
like,
exactly. Exactly. I just cannot. I think that's a huge, huge deal breaker for me.
no, for
I'm
sure.
trying to think of any other ones.
Mm, yeah, like a drive, no consistency, you know. Oh, if niggas can't take accountability, I can't, no. Because or correction, because I'm just
On
like,
it.
you can like be in a relationship, but I'm like, if you don't take accountability and see what you're wrong, being open to correction from your partner, that's just
Mm,
it's just not going to. Because I'm like, what are you doing? Like people are either going to gaslight you or they're going to continue to trigger you and not fix the behavior, and then you're just going to be in a cycle. So I'm just like, no.
yeah. No, I totally agree. I think just like if I think it's hard to take accountability. Like I feel like maybe like early on I wasn't. I mean, I took accountability, but I feel like I think it's how people tell you things.
Mhm.
I don't, I always like try to speak with love and don't try to, I can tell, you can always tell someone something that's not necessarily great about them, but you do it in a positive way. And
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people fail to do. It's like, why are you talking to, like, I'll even tell my friends, like, why are you talking to your man like that? Like, that's why he's acting XYZ. And it's just like, maybe just try to say it a little kinder and sometimes people don't get it though. People are hard-headed. I understand. But I think when you have the intention of speaking with love and with,
But that's where people don't. That's where they like they fuck up because it's just like
hmm
think they can talk to anybody type of way or treat them any type of way, and they think they're gonna always stay around. People be taking people for granted. And on the
yeah.
flip side, it's just like who the fuck raised y'all? Like really, like honestly, like who raised y'all to think like this is okay? Who raised y'all to think like especially the way dating is right now is like the standard. Like don't even get me started on that shit. Like I think the president of dating right now, the precedence of dating right now is so skewed and it's so convoluted because of social media. It's also convoluted because of I also it's just interesting because it's just like I understand where it comes from because it's like a lot of women haven't had the same opportunities as men, especially like in the workplace and stuff like that. So it's just like okay, get
hmm
it type thing. But it's just like for the men and women that actually want real love, it makes it hard in such a materialistic, selfish dating culture because when people
Yes.
aren't selfish and they aren't convoluted in that way, it just pairs them up with people that just are probably attuned to using people. And then that's when the givers get drained and then they turn very cold-hearted and then they don't want to give anymore. And then everybody is like, where are all the real men and women at? I'm like, they've been here. Y'all just use them. Like, and they're tired.
But yeah, to your point though, like I just feel like with the whole social media thing, the whole, like the givers get taken advantage of, and it's just like you don't know people's intentions. And I feel like going back to music a little bit, I feel like people are trying to live like these rapper lifestyles when you make 50K, and
Yeah.
that's okay. I'm not doubting nobody's salary, but I'm just saying like you can't, why are you expecting your man that works a 9 to 5 to give you a Birkin?
I
Like
don't,
that's it's just not
my thing
realistic.
is just like if you want that, okay, but this is what they can do that. I'm like, okay, go get somebody richer. That's fine. But it's just like the
Mhm.
premise is just everybody has different things to each their own. That's what somebody likes. But it's just like the premise of you getting something without you investing anything is insane. Like literally, I was on this date with this one girl, like, and oh yeah, this one girl like a year ago. When I came back from Paris, because I was in Paris and I like was working on music and stuff.
Mhm.
And I wanted this girl. She was so bad. I wanted her so bad. So, and I was plotting for a minute because with pretty girls, like you can't just like be like, oh my God, you look so good. Like everybody know that, whatever. So I forgot how I did it. Got her attention. It worked. Whatever. So I'm like, okay, bet. When I come back, I was feeling like that nigga. Like I was just doing all this stuff. Niggas saw me in Paris. I just did these shows. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm that nigga. So, anyways, I was like, when I get back to America, like when I get back to America, you know, we could like hang out, whatever. So me, like I'm a lover boy, so I'm always really like, yeah, I gotta in my mind, I'm like, I'm about to go take it to an arcade, but then we're gonna go like do a picnic in the park and blah blah blah. There's all this other shit. She hit me, she was like, so Ashanti's coming in town. Can we go to the concert? And in my mind, I'm like, okay, cool, it's just Ashanti. Like it shouldn't be like that expensive to like go do shit.
Yeah.
Boy, I should have knew when I saw the unks and aunties in all white. I was like, something ain't right here. So then we got to the door. A fight broke out. Don't know why, who was fighting or why, whatever. Fight broke out. Then we got there, and they was like, "Well, you're not in dress clothes, so that's gonna be an extra amount of money." I was like, "Okay," but then like the total was like 400 type shit, and I was like, to get in and watch Ashanti, and you want food, drinks, and a section. I'm just like, I don't even know you yet. So then I was like, "Hey, you look really nice, so like, let's at least go to dinner." She's like, "No, I'm not gonna do that," and I was just like, "Okay." So then like we were driving back to the crib. The nigga called her. She was like, "Oh, it's my cousin." I was like, after they got the phone, I was like, "You don't gotta lie to me." She was like, "I was like, what are you about to do?" She was like, "I'm about to go home." And I was like, "You're not about to go home. You're about to go back out," because they was like trying to get you to go back out. And I was like, "That's cool." But I was
Mhm.
just like, why couldn't we just go do that? She was like, "Well, I just really like nice things and da 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 and shopping and da da da." So I never talked to her again after that. But then in my mind, I was just like, "You really want
Good.
me to spend like $500-600 plus?" And I literally never met. I've never met you before. I don't know you. On the first link, on the first crazy.
That's insane.
I was like, okay. Like,
And
so yeah,
I
guys, everybody is object to it. I'm not even exempt. I'm not even exempt. Like it's crazy out here. It's not safe out here, y'all. It's crazy. It's crap. And the thing is, I think with fans, they think, I mean, obviously artists, we make cool money, but it's just like we be like going through everything like just like everybody else do. I'm just like, yeah,
Mhm.
be with people that love you for you and not what you can give them and not what you do. Because at the end of the day, all those things will leave. Like, and what remains is you as a person. Don't be sitting up in this house with somebody that you just got because you bought them 30 Birkins and then your check run out and then what they about to do.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm just like, they not staying in the house with you.
No. What do you find yourself dating more? Because as like a fire sign, I find myself in situations with men that are earth signs, and I feel like it's going to be the death of me.
It's interesting because it's just like, I don't even know what. signs are categorized as. Like I've attracted a lot of Geminis. Um,
Okay, crazy. I'm joking. I love Geminis though. I
I attracted
do.
a lot of Geminis. For some reason, Capricorns, and because of my best friend Daisha, I hate Capricorns. I love Daisha to death, but Capricorns are very not emotional people. So I'm just like, I'm emotional. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
I can't do it. But right now, I've attracted a lot of earth signs right now. I'm like dealing with an earth sign right now, which is interesting because my moon is Taurus. So,
Mm.
you know, yeah, I'm grounded for the most part. So like, dealing with some Tauruses have been interesting. So I
Taurus?
attracted a lot of people. I have no idea. They all need to go to therapy. So I hope you guys find peace and heal. Like I really do.
I
So
feel the same way about, I feel like I don't have anything towards, so the thing is like I have so many like girlfriends that are different signs and we all like, mesh together really well. But I think when dealing with men, it's a whole different ball game. Like y'all make every sign look bad. Like to the point where it's just like I find out your birthday and it's dead. Like I'm good off of you. Like it's I'm really at the point I cannot take another
but it
Taurus
also be
man.
like where you be finding people at, like where you find these people. If you finding niggas off the internet, that's crazy.
No, no, I
So
can't do online dating.
so where do they
I
find you? I've done online dating before because I thought it would make my life more simpler. But then because I would never tell people like what I did.
mm,
I don't know, girls always try to look into you somehow. And then they'd be like, what the fuck?
do like a fake name.
I didn't give them a fake name. It's just like
Okay.
I just would just tell them I did something else. I would be like, which I mean I've done before. Like I digitally marketed before and I'm like, and then like on the side if I want to make some extra bread, like I'll still digitally market. So I'll just be like, oh, I'm a digital marketer. And they'd be like, okay, cool. Byron, that's a
Mhm.
digital marketer. And then I don't know what it'd be because it's just like my schedule's so crazy. Then they'll be like, why are you like never free or never here? And I'll be like, oh, I just had to go do things for work. Because my thing is just like I've had times where people have like found out what I did and it just makes stuff so much more harder. Like,
Yeah.
which I did not think would be a thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, online dating is crazy. Meeting people in real life, it just depends on where you meet these people. Where you be meeting these niggas at?
See, the problem is like, okay, so I have a couple of friends, like, and they'll try to either like set me up, which I never ask for. Like, when I tell you, I'm like, I don't want to be with anyone you know. I don't want to be with anyone you know. Like, I literally. So it's been mixed between that and also just like going out more. Like, I don't do clubs or anything. But like concerts and events, stuff like that, like networking things, like I'll meet people, but which is like so boring. But
Not
I
boring,
just feel
not boring though, like, cause I had a TikTok, a couple of them, but I had like an original TikTok like a month or two ago go viral, and I was like, where are all the good women at or whatever, and they got like plastered all over the internet. Cause I was just like, are y'all like in the house or whatever? And like everybody was like, you answered your own question, but then like they were telling me like go to Trader Joe's, go to Target, and go to da 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 da. And then I went. I first time I was just being funny to do content. I took somebody like recording and stuff like that. That was funny. But like I actually went just on some chill shit. I met
uh
some really wholesome women. Like it's like no lie, I met some actual wholesome women. I didn't take them on
see.
a date. I didn't take them on a date, but I met some wholesome women. So they're cool.
I think a lot of times it went viral too. I think it was like last year or something like that. Like women were going to like Home Depot and Lowe's for men. And I'm just like, that's like not a horrible idea because
If you want, my thing is just like, okay, you're a wholesome woman, right? You
mhm,
so like that doesn't mean you're not wholesome if you go out, by the way, because they be trying to cancel me for anything. Um,
mhm. Yeah, I know. We'll do some edits. You're fine.
but yeah, if you like the places that you go to, see if you consider yourself wholesome, why would you not find another wholesome person there?
That's very true. That's very. It's not like the men, and that's the other thing too. The men I like have talked to haven't been like not wholesome. They're
Is
just
that
not the
what-
person for
Yeah.
me.
which is fine.
You
So,
know, they're just a nice guy, which is fine. I like nice guys, but I just feel like I don't know. I just need something, and that just wasn't it. You know, it just
well,
it just
okay, that's
wasn't
what
it.
dating around is for. You figure out what you like and what you don't, and get people out of there that don't belong there. So, like, you're doing the right thing. It just sucks. Like, it's not fun. It sucks ass. So, like, it's just it is what it is.
For
So,
real.
like, as you get your non-negotiables and you do more self-work, like for me, like I've like made a list of all the shit that I don't want, all the shit that I need, and all the shit that I would really like. And when you see that shit and you like apply it like it's like, religious to you, like you move different. Like you don't waste as much time. Like there's been girls that I've been talking to since I am dating around right now, like
Hmm.
they self-cut because I just be like, oh yeah, like that's done. Clip. So like can't talk correctly, can't communicate, gone. You
Yeah.
don't align on certain values, you're clipped. Like it really be, I'll just be like, oh, that's cool, like whatever. So one thing I will not do is like probably date somebody in the industry though. I can't do that.
That's a good thing. That's a good question. I
I
don't know. I feel like I could do it, but like not. I don't know.
I've wanted to, but then I'm just like, no, that just doesn't seem like that would just go over, especially if they're popular, like actually popular. Because I've talked to
Hmm.
one like really prominent French artist, which was crazy. It was an accident, and then
He said it
you
was an
know
accident.
it didn't. Yeah, it was an accident. But it was so interesting because it was just like obviously that's not the longest distance, but I was spending like time in Europe last year, so I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Hmm.
Yeah, that just did not work. Like and also artists, we're very creatives, we're interesting people, you know what I'm saying? Like we're very all over the place, we're emotional, we're very fucking crazy. So like having both of that energy together, and this girl was a Pisces, was insane. And the last thing she told me randomly, she just like this was like last year. The last time I talked to her was like in November, September of last year. She was just like, she told me, she's like, I love you. And then she just unfollowed me off everything. And I've never heard from her ever. And I think she got a new now, but that shit was crazy. Like,
Oh my God. I've heard so much about like Pisces women too. I have like Pisces in my chart. Like my moon sign is in Aquarius. No, yeah, my moon sign is Aquarius and and I'm rising Pisces. So I have,
God,
yes.
yo, you are all over the place. What the world? Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
know, I know. I have no earth signs in my chart, and so I feel like that's why I gravitate towards earth signs maybe. But yeah, absolutely not. I don't know if I could ever date someone in the industry. Maybe. I
It's a
don't
cool
think so.
idea. Like, I just don't think that would be a smart move.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, no, I just don't think that would be a smart move. I could just see that not working the way that I want to. But if some of my celebrity crushes ever tried it, I don't even
What
think I'd do it.
you said celebrity crushes?
I was like, if some of my celebrity crushes ever like wanted to try, I don't know, maybe.
Who? Who are your
Oh,
celebrity
I
crushes?
love I love Ryan Destiny. I love,
Oh, she's beautiful.
yeah, one of my friends that is an artist is like really close with her,
Oh,
and
really?
stuff that we be working on, she be liking, and I'd be like, oh my God. But that I think everybody's crush right now is Tyler. So
Mm.
Ty's fire, and then
Oh, Tyler? Yeah.
Ty's fire, and then who else? There's one other person that's like up and coming. I like thought she was so fire. I have no idea, but whoever she is, yeah. But celebrity crushes are like interesting. But it's funny because it's like because I usually date women that like just work like regular jobs and stuff like that. They were
Hmm.
upset. They were like, I don't think you should have a celebrity crush, and I was like, why? She's like, because you are more likely to meet them or whatever. You're like one or two people away from them versus me having a celebrity crush. Like I'll never run into these people, and I'm just like, damn, that sucks. But yeah,
I feel
so
like you're allowed to have a celebrity crush even though you're in the industry because I feel like yeah, you could meet them, which would be cool, but like they also might not be who you think they are. So it's like it's
most
usually
of
all
them,
physicality.
yeah, that's
So
what I'm saying. Like most of them, most of us, I can't even say them. Most of us aren't. I don't know. I think for me, like I try to like show myself as much as possible, especially on my TikTok. So I be feeling like
Hmm.
people meet me like they hopefully just have an exact like picture of like who I am.
Hmm.
Because I don't want people to be like, oh yeah, I present myself one way. They're like, oh, Byron's not like that at all. And I'm like, that would be terrible. I don't want that to happen. So,
But I like that though, that you show your personality though, because I feel
oh
like
yeah,
it
no, my
just makes
TikTok
you
is a crazy
relate.
place. My TikTok is a crazy place. It is a crazy. It is a crazy place.
I'm thinking about like I'm thinking about like the one that you posted not that long ago.
You mean like 2 days
Actually, it's
ago?
really funny because Ion like sent it to me. It was
You mean
it
like
was
3 days ago?
no, it was I think it was yeah, maybe it was 3 days ago. I don't
It
know
was
what
when
it
I was
was.
like, y'all know that one person that just won't act right and blah, blah.
That one, that one he sent to me. He was
That
like,
girl got that girl
LOL.
got cut off. She's getting cut off probably this week. Absolutely, because that's insane. Because
It's
my
very
thing is,
relatable though.
it is relatable, but it's just like at the point, it's just like I already know this. Like you shouldn't be with that type of person. You shouldn't be with a person for potential. You need to accept them for who they exactly are in the moment. And if that person ain't shit, you ain't supposed to be with that person. So
I
yeah,
agree.
but I was just like, damn, like I know everybody like feels this. So then I just put it on TikTok and it just like got a million views. And then I was like, you need to repost it on Instagram. I was like, okay. So I did, and they're just people love arguing in my comments. Like I just be like, ugh. But it's relatable though. But
No,
if
it's
y'all are,
funny.
yeah, if y'all are caught up in that, leave them. Like, absolutely leave them
No, I agree. I agree. Like, because that no, that person doesn't respect you, so it's like
at
literally
all.
not worth it at that point. Like,
The thing is,
th
it's like I've been that person before I went to therapy. So like I get it. Like just no, you're never gonna change. They're never gonna change until they want to change. Leave, just leave, please leave them.
oh my God. That was really good though. So for the last thing, I just want to say, like, what is some of like the best advice that you've gotten in your career that you would want to give to someone else that's starting out or
Just like it's just against yourself. So pretty much that means like you're not trying to outcompete anybody else. Like you're literally just like this is all about like beating yourself. This is about being better than what you were before. It's about scaling. It's about doing all that. So I'm just like just beat yourself and also like remember why like you did this in the first place. I know shit can get convoluted because like money comes in and all that shit. But like no, like at the heart of it should be the reason why. Like, and if your reason is like that you love art and like you love the music, you love whatever, just like stay to that and be authentic because you'll find your people. Even me, like I still feel like I haven't even found like a lot of my people or a lot of my fans or whatever. But it's just like all I can do is just keep being myself. So just be yourself and just beat yourself. So yeah, yeah. So be yourself and beat yourself. That's what I would say.
Oh, I love that. Because that goes through anything in life too. Just like, just keep moving forward, believing in yourself. As corny as like it might sound, but
It's
like that's
corny,
something you
but
have
the
to
thing is,
do.
like the most cliche sayings have the most truth, like for real. So
Hmm.
mm,
It does.
definitely agree with
Well,
that.
it was really nice speaking with you. Like this
No,
was a really fun
yeah,
conversation.
no, thank you for having me.